Hello, my name is Alex. Today I would like to talk about few tips that I learned while I was doing this for a few years that help you to do the job easily and possibly faster. I'm not gonna do the full annual maintenance, so as I said, we gotta do a few tips only. So let's start it. So before we start disassemble every component that's required to be rebuilt, we have to flush the system for your safety, so no chemicals will be in the components. For this we use the regular, regular containers that I save it from the chemicals. As you can see, we have too many connectors and same size of tubings, so when everything is connected it's look good, but as soon as we disconnect everything, then you may find a problem to interconnect each other, because tubes, they have all sizes. Connectors, they have a different connections, some of them are the same, but to easy and faster to interconnect with each other, I use a little tip. So I use the regular marker and pretty much mark the connections that I'm going to disconnect. I'm not marking all the connections. For example, like this flow switch is connected with the wires, but we have to disassemble it because we have to remove the whole side to work on it. So to properly connect it back, you can't really miss it because this wire gonna go up, but for easier, in my opinion, for easy disconnection, you just have to disconnect this side with the tube and this side without the tube. So when you plug it back, you know this tube is gonna go down and this one has to connect with this piece. So if you set aside, like for example, this connection and this connection. So what I do, I just have a little mark, minus mark on one of those. Next one is going to be probably like plus mark, and so on. You can do different varieties of marks, stars, letters, anything, but it should be same on both sides. So for example, like we have to disconnect this wire cable. So for example, we can put letter K over here. So on both sides I put the letter K here and K there. So when we disconnect, it will be easy to find, okay, this letter K, we have to connect it with the letter K, and so on. So let me mark all of those down and I'll show you how it's gonna look like after this. I do not mark down these little tubes for alcohol and detergent, just because basically you have to disconnect the tube from one side and the other tube from this side. So now you cannot really interconnect it wrong, because adapter with adapter wouldn't go together and tube to tube wouldn't be going together as well. So you will be understand. So this adapter should go into the tube and this tube is gonna go to the adapter. So I think we disconnect everything. This is from the pump, this is from the compressor. This tube is not disconnected. All right, now we can remove the panel, the whole panel out. Be careful, do not break any plastic components, because it's easy to break it. And as you can see, when we move the panel out, we have wires hanging out with marks. This one, for example, K, this is 0 or O, this is arrow, and we know this goes to the compressor, I'm sorry, to the pump. This one could do the compressor. I knew it just because if you mark it down, you replace the pump, so the new connector will be without the mark anyway. And as I said, the tubes as well. So as you can see, our marks on the tubes, this is probably error, a little bit wiped off. This is the minus sign, this is 0 or O, and right there one more with a arrow. Oh, probably I mark it twice, maybe my mistake. So, but as you can see, there is the same sizes, and when you put the panel back, you have to figure it out which one tube goes where. So this is quick tip I learned, easy when you market it, so then it's much faster to interconnect when you complete the rebuild site and put it back together. Okay, now we will work on the valve seals. I start from this side. You have to have a special tool that's provided by manufacturer. Actually, this tool is as well provided by manufacturer when you attend the training. Okay. They recommend to peel off the seal first. As you can see, I want to show you, this is how the old seal looks like after 1 year of use. And this is the absolutely brand new seal. So you can compare it. It's absolutely different shape. All right, that's why we replace this annually, very important. So they recommend to remove the seal and then with the pliers, maybe, but it's much harder. I know this is, we're doing this first time for this machine. This is the first annual PM. So, and all the time I know this manufacturer apply a lot of Loctite. In my opinion, you don't need to put a lot of them. So what happens if it is frozen, you strip the hexagon in here and you will not be able to remove it. So then you're using some sort of pliers or wrenches, tighten up this plunger with this tool and remove this bolt. You pretty much have to apply like this, good enough. Show you one more time. Just a little drop, and it is enough to hold the screw in place. Here you go. This is the good example. So you can't remove, let me remove these bolts so you can see better. The hexagon is stripped. I can't remove it at all. So this is the way I have to follow on their directions. But when I apply thread lock, I do not put so much. So it's much easier to do maintenance next year when screws not locked. That's it. You can see it. It's too much thread. Almost all the way, 75% filled. So if you have any questions, please ask me about maintenance or repair. Or if you would like to see more videos, you can give me a comments and I will do the video as soon as I can. If you like this video, put thumbs high or subscribe to my channel. See you until next time. Thank you.